Yeah, I just got back from working, so my hands are dirty, but I got mail. So we'll take a look. Okay, this is something I bought. Now this is I don't use movie cameras. I use regular digital still cameras that have a movie mode. And I've got a couple of these Nikon Coolpix L830, and I think I got one L820. But I saw one that had a different feature, a newer model. So I decided to give that a try. In part because it has almost identical features and design to the one that I have, or the ones that I use. You know, they use regular SD cards, regular AA batteries. The resolution on this one is almost identical. I don't remember, but it's the same. They shoot an HD video. But the difference on this one that got me interested in it, this one has the ability to link to a tablet through Bluetooth. And supposedly you can control the camera that way. So I thought, well, I'll try that. We'll see how much it controls. Because if it only controls for snapping the shutter, well, that's no big deal. But if I can control the zoom and that sort of thing, really a lot like my other one doesn't have this control up here. Everything is done through the menus. But I really like these. The one thing I like, well, I'll say the first thing, the downside on these Coolpix cameras for making videos, the audio pickup. They've got stereo mics, but they're built in. They are a glutton for getting wind noise. And they don't have a jack for an auxiliary mic. That'd be great if they had that. But, you know, I live without it. This is a little more zoom than the other one. Yeah, the one is 34 optical, this is 40 optical. But I thought this might be handy, the fact that it'll do the Bluetooth through the tablet for like target cam kind of thing, as long as the guy doesn't shoot it. But I like these because they have a big lens that gathers good light. You know, I've been happy with the video. Plus, they have a heck of a good macro mode. You know, like if I'm trying to show something very close up, you can get right close with these. You know, and I like that. So, you know, hopefully this will work out all right. You know, my other ones, I've certainly got a lot of use out of them. But I know, like the one, I think it might be this one I'm using right here. I ran it over one time with a tractor. Just pushed it into the dirt because he kept working. Popped the battery cover off, put the battery cover back on. It works. You know, they're a pretty good camera. But I thought, okay, I'd try another one because, like I said, the tablet thing, that it'll link, or a smartphone, it'll link to that, so that you can control it wirelessly. Though, like I say, you know, I don't know how great the control is, what options you have. And I hope it has got a lens cap. And they even came with batteries, and by God, this is the first. Oh no, I thought they looked like Duracell, but they're like a Chinese knockoff of a Duracell. No, by God, it does say Duracell on them. Duracell Ultra. No, I always use the Ever 80 ones that I'm really happy with, but I'll use them for spare or something. But I've been really happy with these cameras. You know, this is just like a newer version of what I got. Because like I say, the resolution is almost identical, though the zoom is a little better. But I like the idea. You know, regular batteries and regular SD cards. And the design of them, you know, with that battery compartment is where your hand goes, they're a comfortable camera for me to use. The only thing, you know, like these now, yeah, the viewfinder, you move it around, but I used to use the Canon cameras, do the same thing when I had a pair of them, but there the viewfinder could be flipped so that you could see it from the front. That was a kind of a nice feature. But if I can do it on the tablet, that kind of negates that ability or need. You know, it's got something here that looks like a speaker, so it must be for playback. I just don't see that on my other one. But the idea behind this, you know, I really didn't need another camera, though I was intrigued by the being able to connect it to the tablet. But in the last month, you know, normally on YouTube videos I figure, if I make enough to pay the phone bill, that's really all I care about. If it ever got to be a money-losing proposition, well then yeah, maybe put an end to this. But last month, since they started doing that mid-roll ad thing, and they did it retroactively, I made maybe like 3 times more than I normally do on the videos. So it was enough. I had enough to spring for another camera. These are only like 220 or something. You know, so not a big expenditure, but I don't put big amounts of money into this. Yeah, I'm not flying drones or, you know, that sort of thing. But I know this particular camera I'm working with now, for some reason, it still functions, but all of a sudden, though I only use it for making movies, the one day I did try to take a picture, and it doesn't want to take pictures anymore. So, okay, this will be my dedicated picture taker. So, like I say, I got a couple of the other ones like that, too. But it does both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so I'm curious. You know, I could perhaps download, because normally I take the SD card out, pop it in my laptop. It's got a slot for it. But I probably could download directly from the camera through the Wi-Fi to the computer, or actually directly to the phone. You know, now I put them in the computer, then I dump them into the phone. That just has the way it has to work. I could perhaps bypass the computer altogether. And that's really all I use the computer for, except for editing, but I try to get away from editing. I mean, sometimes it's unavoidable, but I like if I can make a video, put it out, don't have to fiddle with it, you know. So, you know, I'll play with this someday. You know, it's a 40x digital or optical zoom, but then it does have a heck of a lot of digital zoom too. Though, you know, you'll start getting grainy when you get into that. But sometimes, like for viewing targets, you know, if you're shooting at 100 yards, you zoom it in. Even the digital zoom is good enough to give you an idea of where it's hitting. And that's with a regular viewfinder. Now, if I can see it on the tablet, you know, we're talking, there's possibilities there. I'll just have to get used to this. different type of controller, but I think it's very similar to what my Canon's had. And it does have the HDMI out, and regular audio video out. And it does have a DC connector. So you could actually get around the batteries if you had a DC source. It's a weird looking plug though. But like I say, the batteries I use, they'll last 2 or 3 months, so it's not a big deal. Yeah. But that's what your AdSense bought. So you maybe substitute some ads, but maybe you'll get better video in the end. Who knows? But I thought it was fair to plow a little money back into this operation, if you can call it that. Well, at least I got a manual with it. A lot of crap, it's all online now. But this is going to be in about 10 different languages, I suppose. Yep. Yeah, but it does have a section on the Bluetooth thing, so, yeah. We'll study this. But that'll maybe be put into circulation.